But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really, I don't mind people knowing that we're together and stuff, but I wanted to just, I don't know.
I want to have 4 wife here, and after that, take off living time, maybe have kids or something.
The Shields has been discussing taking a little hiatus from boxing to concentrate on other pursuits. And let's face it, Remy bungled the entire bag because Papoose and Claressa Shields were enjoying their best lives. While she was sitting in a scenario that was near death, Papoose and Remy Ma appear to be collaborating on a new project. As a true power couple, they have been puffing each other up while searching for gigs at breakneck. Speed?
Claressa Shields out here living their best lives.
All the whole Remy and Pap situation, none of it was true. I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay? Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them. I mean, I've got 4 boyfriends online.
Do you recall Papoose's efforts to maintain secrecy? Remy startled everyone back in December when he shared screenshots of his conversations with his new girlfriend. Baby Claressa Shields was sweating a lot before Remy revealed his entire business because she knew that all of the commotion would draw a lot of unwelcome attention. Her public relations team said, "Girl, this isn't the look." Because she had a movie coming out and big ventures planned? But the plot twist showed that people were truly applauding Papoose and Claressa as though their love was unreal. Papoose, waking up and realizing he could do better, was a relief to everyone. He did a lot better. There were no tweets, no shade, no diss tracks, nothing. So Remy stayed totally mute and didn't talk to Papoose when it all blew up in her face. Papoose and Claressa Shields, meanwhile, were thriving and uploading Boot Up, and they weren't afraid to show the world. Just in Hawaii for Valentine's weekend, they sat courtside at the game like a power couple, looking cute and comfortable in their small matching coats. Then, when they showed up together for her battle with Danielle Perkins, baby Papoose did more than just pull up, he pulled. Right now, Papoose and Claressa Shields are genuinely enjoying their best lives. Came up with a full-length rap performance as Claressa Shields made her big ring debut. I'm not sure what else is supported if that isn't. We should also mention how gorgeous Claressa has been. She even posted a video of herself and Papoose playing games and dancing. You know how these celebrities pretend they don't notice what people are saying online. But baby Claressa Shields didn't mince words and admitted that she saw all the support and love. Love looks wonderful on her. ASF is trying to turn the circle and make things right while Remy is over there looking parched and thirsty. She stated plainly, "The love you all show me and Papoose is cool." Papoose swiftly demonstrated that he was exactly where he wanted to be by giving her a heavy blow. Is it really his fault that Remy turned around and became involved with Easy, the block captain, after he had held her down while she was in prison? Built an entire future with her, and desired a genuine family. Then she tried to play the innocent lamb by saying she had never strayed from him. Claressa Shields, meanwhile, was all over the air during her most recent live stream, praising this man and saying how lucky she is to have such a love in her life.
I mean, it's clear to see that we do have a great connection, and he understands me. We have, a lot of real life conversations, and we talk every day. So, but he's definitely a sweetheart, and he deserves the best, and I am the best. Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past. How he speaks to me and stuff is very different.
Shields made an appearance on the Tamron Hall show. The same music app was holding her down like a real one. He's really encouraging, she added plainly. And she feels like she can finally run her business here, without some insecure man feeling threatened by her strength and accomplishment. Claressa Shields is relishing the difference between riding or dying love.
You found your way to become public about your relationship with rapper Papoose. I saw you take a deep breath when I said that, and I understand why. we got to know Papoose from Love and Hip Hop with Remy Ma. And we know that part of their story. To come out public with a relationship is hard enough when you are famous. It is even more treacherous when everyone has an opinion.
Yes.
When you decided to share, I think it was Hawaii, I'd gone on a vacation or something in Hawaii, when you hit send on the photo to share your relationship.
Circulating on the streets indicate that Papoose is relishing this new phase of his relationship with Claressa. To be honest, he was even more relieved by the public support because, aside from Remy, he had never been so supportive of a woman as he was for Claressa and the baby. Claressa Shields made it clear after 2 more fights this year that isn't a passing fling and that she is taking a vacation from boxing to concentrate on other things. So they must be having a good time together. Since nobody anticipated this, people are now saying, "Oh, you're taking a break so soon, sis. Are you already pregnant? Or what?" No. And even though Claressa defends here, she's experiencing life to the fullest. Rumor has it that Papoose is under pressure to complete the divorce and lock things down with Claressa Shields before the kid is delivered. They are still legally married. He must get a divorce from Remy, leave her home, and act honorably toward Shields by turning her into the kind of honest woman you were. Life continues, and I love them together. Claressa seems to genuinely care about him, as evidenced by the way she mirrors his intensity. He seems to have been taken for granted by Remy. Since Pat is so happy with the champion, he ought to stay there.
The whole Remy and Pap situation, none of it was true. I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay? Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Well,
I probably have 4 boyfriends online.
Just, I don't know. I don't know. They both nice. But they would have to be new lyrics now. Right? Because
It became so terrible that Claressa Shields was ready to walk into the ring and really throw elbows and hands to make her think. Let's not pretend that Papoose isn't interested in that alimony check. This isn't only about love. Since Papoose is essentially pleading for a divorce and his sister is refusing to let him leave. Remy Ma is actually keeping him imprisoned against his will. Encourage Remy Ma as she remained in her jail, upholding her reputation throughout. The block captain is hugging her and placing her papers outside right now. And by 2 younger women have already taken her place. Remy is still not. Trying to let Papoose walk, you guys. So let's get started. Claressa Shields is unprepared for the way things are spiraling out of hand. Claressa Shields has been publicly showing her love for her lover. Everyone was talking about Papoose's birthday post on Instagram the other day. "Happy birthday, King!" "Papoose," she wrote. "I cherish your life, laughter, music, wisdom, and affection. You are. And since you are getting all of your birthday punches today, I wish that God gives you many more years and even faster hands. Papoose, you are loved." Although birthday Papoose was, she refrained from using birthday punches since. Let's be honest, they could inflict pain. Let's go on to the main topic. Why, in spite of all the reports, has Papoose not proposed? Papoose has been trying, which is why Remy Ma is out there playing keep away with those divorce papers like it's a game. This man has been pressuring her about it whenever he can, despite his claims that he has asked for this divorce more than once or twice. This isn't even a made-up problem. The receipts have been out. You all remember when Remy Ma shared the text messages regarding the hot tea between Papoose and Claressa Shields, baby? You are the one who was married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you made it home safely. Claressa was clearly upset that Papoose hadn't even told her when he had made it home safely. She said what she did because she cares for her man, but Remy Ma, oh, she wasn't even close. That he had threatened to call the police on her. Papoose denied everything, of course, but he did claim that Remy was upset because he had moved on. Let's not act like we forgot that Remy Ma was all decked out with Baby and Easy the Block. Captain, at Christmas 2023, she publicly declared her love for that man during that rap fight, which we all remember. Given how tenaciously Remy is clinging on, you really need to know if this is just her acting like a bitter ex or if there's more to it. It's giving, I see. What do you fear? Rumor has it that Remy knows Papoose is coming for the alimony bag, so she won't sign the divorce papers. Spousal support, sometimes referred to as alimony, is usually due to the lower earning spouse in a marriage when one spouse earns more money. Let's not pretend to be new. Let's separate the length of the marriage, the income gap, and the contributions made during the partnership are some of the variables that the courts take into account while calculating alimony. According to their history, Remy and Papoose started dating in 2004 and dated for 11 years, or more than 10 years. After getting married in 2008, they formally ended their relationship in 2023, which is when things started to get weird. Papoose was present when Remy received his prison sentence in 2008. He persisted even after she was freed in 2014. Reminisce Mackenzie, their daughter, was born in 2018. And they even had a vow renewal wedding in 2015. Those are the definition of commitment.
Beautiful, sexy, smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life. I love you more than anything in the world, as you know.
I don't know if I'm married again.
What I want to say is, will you marry me again?
Undoubtedly has a case when it comes to who should be supported. But let's have the money, since this is where things get extremely complicated. Remy endured some of the most difficult years of her life because of Papoose. She is aware that she will likely be hit with alimony when she sees the divorce documents because Remy Ma's estimated net worth is $4 million. Baby, much more than Papoose is currently holding. Record sales, reality TV checks, and Remy's clothing business provide a sizable amount of her revenue. Based on a genuine story, her debut album from 2006 received positive reviews. Even though she didn't become as well known as some of her contemporaries, she was always respected by them. She has received 4 nominations and 1 win in the BET Awards Best.
I want to thank God first and foremost. I've been through a lot. To everybody who think there's no such thing as second chances, I'm here to tell you that's a lot.
Face it, though Remy remained active in the music business during her incarceration. While jailed, GSI released several mixtapes. And you know who was out there making sure they made some money? Papoose maintained her reputation by marketing her songs, making sure that people didn't forget about her, and keeping that bag moving when she was unable to do it herself. You may be certain that Remy made a substantial sum of money from all of that labor.
Surprised when Papoose wanted to marry you? After you got sentenced, because you just knew he was on it. And I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
He's one of a kind. I could definitely.
In their eventual release in 2014. Remy and Papoose used VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York to bring their love story to the small screen. But guess who was there to assist them in obtaining those payments when they went on to launch more spin-offs? Since Papoose actually contributed to those TV checks, let's not act as though he wasn't as much of a star of the show as Remy too. Put it plainly, he was more than simply a supporting character. Rather, he played a crucial role in the story. Their love, their hardships, and their family, all of which engaged the audience.
Great performances, like it was like one small, tiny, itsy bitsy incident where Rye and Wayne just friends, but it was nothing.
Trying to flip someone around.
It was like one little fight, nowhere near me, like a football.
Let's not pretend that Papoose wasn't putting in for that brand when Remy unveiled the Remy Ma collection in 2018, even if it was a brilliant decision. Papoose undoubtedly played a part in making that happen as well. Support for women and families affected by incarceration was funded in part by the sales.
Miss Remy Ma, Mr. Papoose, really the hip-hop's Hollywood couple right now. Y'all need your own show.
The amount of work Papoose put in behind the scenes to help establish that brand must be discussed if we are to discuss how Remy made her money. This is where things become even more problematic because Papoose served as a father figure to her then teenage son, Jason Scott, while Remy was incarcerated. At events, he was making sure it was seen and bringing the collection front and center by donning the men's. Yes, that is the same type of advertising that companies spend a lot of money on. He accepted that enormous task without hesitation, but this is when things took a turn. Following Remy's departure, Jason, her son, is taken into custody and charged with a 2021 gunshot death in Queens, New York. The fact that he is today being charged with first-degree murder and numerous other connected acts demonstrates the level of stability Papoose was offering during Remy's absence. One thing that can never be appreciated is the fact that he was keeping the house together, caring for her child, and keeping everything together.
Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a...
It seems that Remy is aware that Papoose has a compelling argument for that alimony bag as we talk about this divorce and the causes of her tardiness. However, what about Shields, Claressa? Since Remy is delaying and slowing down her wedding plans, you already know that she is furious about this. Let's face it, Claressa Shields isn't the kind of person who sits quietly when things don't go as planned. She is obviously in love with Papoose and refers to him as her king. So let's not act like this is simply a brief affair.
I love really, really, really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He's such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody telling him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny.
Now they're stranded. Claressa Shields cannot even proceed with Papoose because he is still legally married to another woman. Imagine being ready to begin a life with someone, but running against a big, immovable barrier that just makes things worse. Let's be honest for a second. Claressa Shields' old is out there, supporting this man, loving him, and getting entangled in his issue with his ex. You have to wonder how long she will tolerate this before she starts to demand some real answers and some real action. It's tiresome, disorganized, and frustrating. And whenever Remy has the chance, she still stirs things up and creates trouble. I would like to know if Remy is really holding on because she still loves Pap, or if she is only doing so because she is aware that she will soon receive an alimony check. Will Claressa Shields finally lose her patience and depart? Or do you think she will put up with all of this drama? Above all, how long must Papoose wait for Remy to discover him and release him? Subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Buttons should be clicked if you haven't already so you don't miss the tea. Additionally, I would be grateful if you could share your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Watch the next movie on your end screen as well. I can assure you that it's the messiest thing you'll ever see, and you won't want to miss it.